great to have you with us from Joe IA Stadium in Ruston, Louisiana. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
NC State's head coach told me before the game, this wide receiver has been unstoppable all season. He will be a huge part of their game plan today. The quarterback might be young, but they have put some things into their offensive game plan to make sure they're able to get the ball to their star player. He's been tearing up defenses all season long. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
Here we go. Ready? Go.
The run inside. It's Booth. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Thomas back to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Makes the grab.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Changing the routes with his receivers. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Just going to keep it after the snap. There he goes. He's got enough, and he slides to avoid the punishment, and it'll be a first down. Nice move there on 4th and short. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. Rush right in his face. Takes a hit as he fires. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. A nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Got a little grass, and they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Thomas looking to fire. The quick game. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. On 1st and goal, let's see what Louisiana Tech does. He's looking to pass. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Out wide left, it's Graves. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So NC State's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Caught behind the line. It's Robinson. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Wilson to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Louisiana Tech has it back and the offense comes out ready to go to work. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the RPO, got it. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
And he should have enough for a Louisiana Tech first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Fresh set of downs going up top. Finds the tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. They're all over him. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. They'll take the penalty and move them back. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on 2nd down. Thomas back to pass. Soft spot in the middle. On the stop.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tells the run, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Lewis.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Right side, it's Lewis. Breaks into the open. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Caught, it's Robinson. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana Tech holding the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Sells to run, looking to pass. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Leaves it with the back. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to...
Open space in the middle. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. Selling the fake. Rushes on. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
On the move. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Made the grab in the end zone. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Louisiana Tech starts this drive as the offense goes on the attack. On the one hand, it's good to get points, but you can't keep settling for field goals on these drives if you want to win the football game. Keeps it moving, it's Booth. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Sends it back in motion. Thomas looking to fire. Finds his target. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick give. It's Booth. Got the 1st down. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. Might as well give it to him again. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Out of the gun to give to the back. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. This time they'll throw it. And he avoids the sack.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Motion from the wide receiver. Thomas back to pass. Out wide right, it's Graves. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Straight ahead, it's Booth. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Long way to go on 2nd down. Snap in the shotgun. He's got it down the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On the move. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the 1st down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Got him quickly, and they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Nice job, big fella. You make a catch, you're a viable target for your quarterback, and gain a couple of yards.
2nd and long here. Wilson will throw. Fires to the right. And the timing just a hair off.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Second down to the air. Lets it fly. And they're not on the same page there.
What an unbelievable job by the secondary. No pass rush in sight. Quarterback had all day to throw, but they still took away all the options in the back end. Great job.
Looking left. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Here comes the heat. They've got him. Great pressure on this defense. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll send the back in motion. Thomas looking to fire. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got it. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Going for it all. Pass is broken up downfield, and look who's there. The linebacker covering serious ground.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Holds on, it's Shepard. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Lost the throw on first. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires it down the seam. He's got it way down the field. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Play action on first down. Rolls right. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And they did tack on the extra point. From deep, it's Fields. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Louisiana Tech about to kick it off to start this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possession.
Snags it, and there's running room.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Scott. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the 1st down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
Wilson to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The corners are walked up tight. Motion from the wideout. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Wants to throw again. That's caught. It's Scott. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a 1st down in the red zone. NC State needs to take advantage of this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Finds his man. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Excellent pass by the back on the option. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They give it back to him. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Thomas back to pass. Fires quickly. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on 1st down. Left side, it's Graves. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Catch in the middle, it's Graves. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Miller. They make the tackle at the 22. We'll give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Driving forward, it's Miller. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Making the adjustment. Thomas looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
When you got a weapon this good at tight end, a quarterback, you've got to look his way, especially in this area of the field. Because remember, it's the red zone where these windows are so small. Nice job getting the completion and picking up the first.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He's spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Got his man. Could not make his way to the corner.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! Putting that 3 on the board makes it a 2-score game.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Hits inside, it's Scott. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
It's complete to the left. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Turns into the pile. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2.
Ready, go!
Caught on the RPO. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Trying to squeak through the pile. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The run inside. It's Booth. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good, and that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Look out! He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He's got it on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Baseman. Defense.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Makes the grab on the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Touchdown, Wolfpack. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Pivotal moment, perhaps even a decisive play coming on 3rd and 3. Trying to slip through and pick it up. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll run the counter. Plows through the defense. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lewis. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Pulls it. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Touchdown, NC State! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Louisiana Tech starts this drive as the offense goes on the attack. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Thomas back to pass. Rush right in his face. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Back to pass on 2nd down. Complete in the middle. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Quick give. It's Booth. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you've now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Snaps it in the shotgun. Going downfield for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Yeah, and as a defense, you're going one more stop. One more stop. It's fourth down. We're in the 2-minute situation. You know they're throwing the football. You get one more stop. You got the lead. You get the ball back, and this game is over.
Needs it here on fourth down. Fires to the tight end. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that fourth down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by one possession.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Thomas looking to fire. Escapes the pressure to his right. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with the pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Using his legs, it's Booth. They stop him right at the 25-yard line. That's well short of the first down. Certainly in field goal range, but let's see what they do here. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. And here we go. Down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. This is a designed run. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Time's running out, Jesse. They're in a world of trouble, but as long as you've got a few ticks, there's a chance.
And they've got a quarterback, David. Just going to have to come down to some good old-fashioned heroics, right? You can't take a sack. You're going to have to buy time, and you're going to have to make some incredible throws.
Buy some time and show off that cannon, because he's going to have to throw this thing a long way down the field and get really, really lucky.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Right side, it's Scott. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Wilson will throw. He's taking a deep shot. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incomplete.
He uncorks one deep. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offense.
Dial